Part 4, Voice. Deuteronomy 5:24. Look, the Lord our God has shown us his glory and greatness, and we have heard his voice out of the fire. Today we have seen that God may speak to someone, and the person may still live. Essay number 20. Isaiah Desmond. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing. Helen Keller. The day Isaiah was born, I told Travis to pack a few of my favorite books for the hospital. One was Yours is the Day, Lord, Yours is the Night, a compilation of prayers by Jeannie and David Gushee. When Isaiah was born 40 minutes after we arrived, I asked Travis to read the prayer for August 26 over him, praying that the kindness of God would bring a life of justice and peacemaking to him on the celebration of his birthday. The ancient Welsh prayer reads, Grant, O God, your protection, and in your protection strength, and in strength understanding, and in understanding knowledge, and in knowledge the knowledge of justice, and in the knowledge of justice the love of it, and in that love the love of existence, and in the love of all existence the love of God, God and all goodness. Amen. We took Isaiah in our arms and spoke over him, covering him in a tiny infant-sized glory cloud of promise. The words on the page brought forth holiness and poured it into the heart of a newborn boy, the boy who was born 2 days before his actual due date. 11 months after Isaiah was born, we moved to Georgia and found ourselves in the same community as David and Jeannie, the people whose collected prayers ushered me into God's presence time and again. I dreamt of the day I'd meet them, of the day I could stand in front of them and explain that God speaks through books filled with prayers. I couldn't wait to tell them that my son was called into being with those words 2 days before his due date, called into the mystery that first breathed life into his tiniest parts. We sat at David and Jeannie's table eating bowls of chili one evening, and I watched them talk to my boys, embrace them, and call them blessed. I heard Elliot call him Professor David in that toddler voice, with a heart that claimed these two people as his own flesh and blood. And I thought back across this journey, the steps that took us from that Arkansas hospital to their Atlanta home where we sat, blanketed in thanksgiving for the way God speaks life over all of us. A month before Isaiah's 2nd birthday, Travis went away for 10 days to teach a summer class at Duke in North Carolina. The night he came home, he spread his arms straight out to the left and the right, revealing a tattoo of the very same prayer we'd read over Isaiah's baby body the day he was born. We proclaimed it there again with the words forever engraved on his father's arms, the story of who Isaiah Desmond was always supposed to be, someone who forever knows the essence of God and all goodness, who pours life into him daily. The prayer. O God, where we gather, the ceiling settles down, walls bring themselves close, and we are pressed into one another. All messes and mishaps, all brokenness in the midst of praise. So lead us toward one another. May we look each other in the eyes and heal each other's blindness. May your blood seal us into each other so that we may not escape one another, so that we may not escape you. Because when you hemmed us in, it was all of us together, forever bound and held in you. There is our hallelujah, and there is our amen.